The ridiculousness of the coffee shop that I go to in the morning when I take the dog out reached a new high today, which is saying something, because believe me, some shit has gone down. Some low-key weirdness has gone down in there before. But today, okay, so I'm in there minding my own business, ordering my flat white, just generally going about my day. Long dog is with me. She's minding her own business. She's on the snaffle, basically. She's looking for the sort of crumbs, little bits of pastry, just general floor fare. She's on the hunt, on the sniff. And then in blusters a mad woman. Now, she's a lot of jackets, a lot of bags, a lot of scarves, a lot of accoutrement, a lot of kind of a lot of gubbins going on, a lot of hair, too much stuff, a lot of sort of weird jewellery. Everything looks like she lives a chaotic existence. Anyhow, I don't notice her until Tally starts a whooping and a hollering at her with more vigour than I think is reasonable. So this woman has got right down onto the floor, like she's on her knees, literally. She's not just bent down or anything. She's literally on her knees, like in a sort of animal position, on all fours. And it was obviously trying to interfere with Tally, and Tally has leapt into action. She's got a mouth on her. She's got Bork on her. And so, but it's quite like, not just like a couple of warning shots, like she's going on a full Bork offensive. And I'm like, oh, sorry, it's morning, she's grumpy in the mornings. Tally, that's enough now. That she's still going. It's like, all right. So pick her up, because it makes her stop barking. And put back down. She's all right now. And this woman goes, when dogs are barking, that means they're talking to you. I'm like, right? I said, yes. She's probably saying, leave me alone. And she's like, it means that they're talking to you. They're trying to say something. Like, I say she's mad woman. She's mad. She's not ill. She's not without faculties. She doesn't have any, no seeming mental disabilities. She goes, when they're barking, they're talking to you. And I say, yeah, she's probably saying, leave me alone. She said, no, they're trying to talk to you. I was like, right, well, I don't speak dog. I'm not Dr. Dolittle. And she said, I am. Well, I kid you not. She said, in response to me saying, I'm not Dr. Dolittle, she said, I am. I can speak to animals. I'm not making this. It sounds like I'm making this up. I'm not making this up. At this point, I'm leaving. She says, I'm Dr. Dolittle. I can speak to animals. And I turn around and say, well, you could make a good career out of that. And she said, I wouldn't do it for cash. I swear to God. And she said, I wouldn't do it for the money. I just absolutely just to the bafflement, befuddlement, to the general, like, I don't know. I think she is being serious. I think she genuinely thought that she could speak to animals. She just looked like one of these sort of, like hippy dippy, kind of very liberal Brighton types. She's probably living off some inheritance or something. She's got probably quite a nice flat. A lot of dream catchers around the flat. A lot of dream catchers. A lot of crystal stuff needs dusting. A lot of sort of tie-dyed throws and stuff. They're up on the walls, because that apparently is the natural habitat of the sort of tie-dyed throw. She looks like she's the sort of type that would say there's no good men out there, but she can't keep a houseplant alive. Like she's done the BuzzFeed which Hogwarts house are you in test, like as many times as it took to not get Slytherin. Like she's got a salt lamp, one of those Himalayan salt lamps that's next to the bed, crystals in her bra. The type, like a dozen sort of weird rings on each hand. And she can she's probably got a guardian angel. She'll undoubtedly have a spirit animal. It will. Ley lines. She'd be fucking well into ley lines. Yeah, probably goes down to, what's it called, Stonehenge for the solstice. Just romping around. She's got a lighter on a string around her neck. I'm not into it, man. I'm not into it as a lifestyle. I mean, I'm not saying she shouldn't be allowed to live her life like that. I'm just saying I don't want any part of it. I don't want her bothering my dog. I don't want her casting any sort of hoodoo on me. I don't want her charging up her crystals near the kids. I don't want to have to smell her moon cup. I don't want any part in her bizarre, somewhat dystopian existence. It's not for me, thanks. It's not for me. Anyway, I got my coffee, I was out. But was she tidy? No. She, not good, you know. Not good. Oh, no. Not good. Anyway, guys, that's enough of a critique of this mad bent that thinks she can talk to dogs. Maybe she can. All right, maybe I'm the arsehole. Yeah, I appreciate that that's always a possibility, particularly when I'm around. That maybe I'm the arsehole. Shall I go on Reddit? Shall I go on the Am I the Arsehole? Am I the Arsehole? Should I go on there? Maybe let the internet decide. Shall I go on the Donald? Let them decide. Yeah? Let the Trump lot decide. Hey guys, I was just in the coffee shop trying to make America great again. And this fucking liberal came in, thinks she can talk to animals. Liberalism is a disease. Well, it must be wiped out. I don't know, man. Guys, look, I love you all. We'll get through this together. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Yeah, you're right. I did forget about the essential oils. She absolutely reeked. Well, I didn't smell her, to be honest. Luckily, she didn't smell, but I assume if I'd have got close, patchouli oil. Fucking reeking of patchouli oil. Mitten's still in bed. Mitten, put clothes on. Clothes on, get out of bed, Mitten. You're a good boy. Get out and swing your legs out. Come on. Swing your legs out the side now. Come on, Mitster. Come on, big El Mitto. Mitster. Come on, swing the legs out. Swing them out. Boom. Swing the leg out, right? Swing the legs that are covered with your Andy C pajamas, little faces, pictures of Andy on, and then in little letters round just says Andy C. Swing them out, swing them off into your Andy C slippers, and then toddle on to the bathroom. Yep. Drain your whittle. Drain off your morning wine. That's fine. Take out your Andy C toothbrush. Clean your pegs. Just got to keep listening to it. Look, you should be following along to this, Mitster. Come on. El Mito. And then get in a shower. Get your Andy C loofah out. Fucking get a lather going, yeah? Fucking lather going. It's just in the shape of Andy's face. Going on Dragon's Den with this soon. Bannatyne's not convinced. Well, I don't know who Andy C is. Well, that's a fucking... I wish I could do a good Duncan Bannatyne impression. Like, what's the getting? What's the sort of, like... What's the line that you can always do? There's always... It's useful to have, like, a line in an accent that you can always do to, get yourself into the accent. Unless you know where I am, I'm out. No, that's sort of... Fuck it, man. Fucking ruin that one, didn't I? Anyway, man, out of bed now. Can't champ. Make yourself a cup of the black gold. Get yourself in business. Come on. It's fucking meme time, baby boy. Who else is still in bed? Come on. Demi's still in bed. Fucking hell. You too. You're an hour later, Demi. Lord of mercy. Come on. To get your dog, you got your dogs on acid pajamas on. Your dogs on acid PJs with all your favourite people's like signatures, on. I don't know, maybe just pictures of some of your favourite threads. Just a big picture of Gerald on the back. And okay. Right, look, what have we got? What's going on today? American baseball star captures Bigfoot on remote camera. Jeff Parsons racking up 0 shares on this one. Fucking people hate Parsons, man. People freaking hate Parsons. Uber is fucked in London. Okay, what's going on there? Uber loses license to operate in London from midnight. That was yesterday. So currently can't get an Uber in London now. Like seriously, is that seriously a thing? Again, this is not going to be doing Sadiq Khan any favours. Wow. Jesus. Okay, he's harshly ratioed on Twitter about this. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's read out. Okay, Donald Trump is the chosen one sent by God to do great things, Aide claims. Where are we? Come on, let's get this show on the road. What's going on? Let's get there. Come on, man. So, this is probably not the best time to have done this right before the election. Sadiq Khan has tweeted, "My statement on TfL's Uber decision." Says Mayor of London. "I support the decision by TfL's licensing officials today in relation to Uber and completely understand why the decision was taken. Keeping Londoners safe is my absolute number one priority." It's questionable. And TfL have identified a pattern of failure by Uber that has directly put passengers' safety at risk. There is undoubtedly a place for innovative companies in London. In fact, we are the home of some of the best in the world, but it is essential that companies play by the rules and keep their customers safe. Only in the last few months has it been established that 14,000 Uber journeys have involved fraudulent drivers uploading their photos to other drivers' accounts. 14,000, that seems like a lot. With passenger safety potentially put at risk, getting into cars with unlicensed and suspended drivers. At this stage, TfL can't be confident that Uber has the robust processes in place to prevent another serious safety breach in the future. But have any of these journeys caused any actual issues? Well, this is good news for rival companies, I guess. I know the decision may be unpopular with Uber users, but the safety is paramount. Blah, 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 blah. Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. 431 likes, 384 comments. It's not how it's supposed to work. Anyway, Steve McNaram, General Secretary of the Licensed Taxi Drivers Association, said the mayor has absolutely made the right decision. Oh, no shit. The head of fucking normal taxis has said that said that getting rid of Uber was a good idea. In refusing to relicense Uber, and Londoners will be safer as a result. Unfit operators cannot get away with deliberately shirking their responsibilities. Uber has had 17 months to comply with the conditions of their temporary licence, and yet they have continually put Londoners at risk by letting drivers on the road that weren't properly licensed or insured. So is this going to get rolled out across the whole country? Like, I mean, are other cities follow? I mean, is this just in London? So in Brighton is still fine, or are they going to follow suit, jump on the fuck Uber off bandwagon? Or is it just these naughty London Uber drivers that can't be trusted and are uploading photos of themselves sucking the dick? I don't know, but it's, yeah. I don't know. Why am I covering real news? You know, why am I bothering? There was an option to cover a picture of Bigfoot, and I've opted for this Uber thing. I don't see, like, look, I'm sorry to have darkened your door with it. I thought for a second that maybe one day I could be like Nick Ferrari on LBC. You know, he'd be outraged by this probably. I don't know, because I presume he's an Uber user. He's got the feeling, he's got the vibes of a man that would go out after work. I mean, he finishes work at 9 a.m, go straight to Wetherspoons, get tanked up and get an Uber home. And he's not going to be happy. Not going to be happy. Anyway, look, let's have a palate cleanser after that, and then we can get on with the proper news. But the real news, a lot of interesting bits here, guys. A lot of interesting bits. We've got Fracture remix of Square Pusher. Fine. There's an L-side remix of Crust. A couple of Howitzer bits. Let's have one of them. Like, there's Lemonhead and Foundry. Let's go with this Lemonhead one. Sort of slightly slower tempo Amen numbers. Worth a fucking nose up, know what I mean?
If you could just taste what's there, what would it be?
I am literally agog at the next story. Fucking hell, Dimmy's on the pops for breakfast. Animal. I had Cocoa Pops for breakfast most mornings as a child, with the top of the gold top milk in, bit of squirty cream on top. It made me the man I am today. A fiend of the gear. Yeah, man, that's a howitzer. It's called Lemonhead. It's on Pick and Mix. That's a nice bit. There's another track called Foundry on the same release that's also worth a nose up. In my humble opinion. Don't think my opinion is of any value? Well, you'd be right, but neither's yours. So, what we're doing here? This is wild. Okay. Fashion brand removes outfit after it is criticised for looking like concentration camp uniforms. Yeah, it's a concentration camp uniform. What the fuck? Like, a Spanish luxury fashion brand has recently come under fire for releasing an outfit that, according to critics, according to anyone who looks at it, resembles concentration camp uniforms. Like, usually, when these things come out, it would be, oh, luxury brand makes something, and people are kicking off by sex racist or something. It's usually something fairly innocuous. But Jesus Christ, man. Like, look, here it is next to some of the actual concentration camp outfit. It's identical, basically. I mean, the only thing it's missing is a Star of David on it. That's fucking crazy. I mean, they just... fashion brands don't give a fuck. Like, they really, really don't. They will get deliberate... Like, the people who buy... Like, this is a pair of pyjamas, right? And it's 1,800 quid. Yeah? The people who buy £1,800 pyjamas, they do not give a fuck. Yeah? They are not concerned about political correctness. If you're spending best part of $2,000 on pyjamas, like, you're not the type of person to give a fuck about what, people with too much time on their hands online say about things. Like, you're wondering which island to buy. You're busy running an international paedophile ring to concern yourself with whether or not people are saying that your new jammies look like they belong in Auschwitz. The outfit, which featured vertical stripes in black and white, was likened to the threads worn by victims of the Holocaust by fashion industry watchdog Diet Prada on its Instagram page. Unable to see anything but concentration camp uniforms in this $1,800 ensemble from Lowe's William de Morgan capsule, a collection meant to capture a freedom of imagination. Capture a freedom of imagination. Capture an image of a gas chamber. The watchdog also went on to say that Lowe's has week-old complaints, a post from British Vogue where the outfit is featured. I don't know what that means, really. Prior to being removed from the brand's website, the item was described as striped workwear jacket. Oh, they're not pyjamas. The fuck? Who would wear that out of the house? What kind of utter lunatic would walk around in that? Even if the concentration camp outfits look nothing like this, what kind of lunatic would wear that out? Workwear jacket. If you're buying an 1,800 quid outfit, what sort of ludicrous industry would you have to work in to wear that? Oh, it's just my workwear. Would you work like... Lowe has now issued a statement via his Instagram stories. Oh, a statement that will last for 24 hours. With a public apology to anyone who might feel we were insensitive. It was brought to our attention that one of our looks featured in a magazine as part of an arts and crafts ceramicist, William D. Morgan, could be misconstrued as referring to one of the most odious moments in the history of mankind. Like, you gotta wonder what you're doing when you have to release a statement like that. It has been brought to our attention that something we have made does bear a striking resemblance to one of the most odious moments in the history of mankind. It was absolutely never our intention, and we apologise to anyone who might feel we were insensitive to sacred memories. The product featured has been removed from our commercial offering. Mad. I mean, why are there no... Why did no one... Is this a They must have done it deliberately. Like, there's no... How can you... Someone would have seen and gone, have you ever seen The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas? You might want to give that a watch. Do you remember, like, you heard about, like, the Second World War? No? You've not heard of the Second World War? No. No, what's that then? Okay. Do you know what history is? That sounds a bit patriarchy. Okay. Did you go to school? School. I don't know. My parents are millionaires. I don't really know what you're talking about. Okay, fine. Well, that's wild. Jesus, why has this got no shares? No, it's okay. All right, fine. Guys, drugged up school bus driver blamed her erratic driving on a bad donut. Yes, this is true coffee and memes fodder. A drugged up school bus driver blamed her erratic driving on a bad donut. Linda Sue Godjohn, 55, was arrested and charged while driving while intoxicating. All right, let's try this again. Linda Sue Godjohn, 55, was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated after a witness saw her recklessly driving a school bus with children on board in Houston, Texas in March. The witness told police that Godjohn took a turn so sharp she nearly caused the bus to roll over. I don't want to cast aspersions, but she doesn't look like someone I would want driving a school bus. She looks like she's halfway. When you see those like faces of meth, she's somewhere in the middle, somewhere in between the two. You know, she's dancing delicately across the razor's edge of meth addiction. Godjohn was stopped by police and flunked miserably on a sobriety test. Later, she told Cow TV that she seemed intoxicated because of a bad donut she'd eaten earlier that day. So what are we reckoning here? Okay, so what's the mechanism for the bad donut actually causing the erratic driving? Let's assume that somehow the donut has gone off, causing the yeast in the donut to become alcoholic, to somehow make the donut alcoholic. It's possible, isn't that how beer was sort of invented, they reckon? Or, well, there's two schools of thought on that. They reckon that bread might have come about as a sort of byproduct of making beer, or it might have been the other way around. Or I might be talking out of my arse. I usually am. Anyway, so, I mean, possibly. Anyway, she says she was intoxicated because of a bad donut. Anyway, my new EDM project, Bad Donut, is out. I'm playing at Brixton Academy on Friday. She'd eaten earlier in the day, but she was later found to have numerous prescription drugs in her system. I don't drink. I have not drank in years. I had 8. What? I had 8. I had eaten. I had 8. Got someone from the school to eat that made me sick. A donut. Godjohn told reporters. My stomach was hurting so bad that my wheel fell off the thing. My wheel fell off the thing, the curb. What? I mean, this should say sick at the end if it's entirely her. My stomach was just hurting so bad that my wheel fell of the thing, the curb. Who wrote this? Jacob Genus. Okay. Godjohn said that was all it was, and going 45 miles an hour is going to whip back, she continued. Godjohn said she failed the sobriety test because it's hard. It's goddamn hard to be sober. I agree. It is hard to be sober. There's not a lot of things worth being sober for in this life, and driving a school bus sure as hell ain't one of them. Adding that she couldn't even do it right now. I mean, I am on a number of medications, some legal, some illegal, but I'm in court. What the fuck good is there to be sober in court for? They might send me to jail. I'm not going to want to be sober in jail. Constable Mark Herman said, we responded. I think we were in there just in a few minutes. We were able to see the bus pulled into a private parking lot, letting kids off the bus. He seems to not be able to form proper sentences as well. We ended up getting the bus driver out of the bus, giving her a field sobriety test, which she flunked miserably. And she was immediately placed into custody. Place. Okay, present tense on that one, okay. Herman continued. Toxicology test later found no evidence of alcohol in her blood, but it did find numerous prescription drugs, including 7 aminoclonazepam, metprobamate, and carisoprodol something, according to Click to Houston. Conazepam and metprobamate are prescription anxiety medications. Carisoprodol is a muscle relaxant. Good John took a plea deal on the 14th of November that saw her plead guilty to felony DWI in exchange for 2 years probation and a $500 fine. It's not a bad deal, to be honest. Before taking the plea deal, John Gobb was facing a maximum of 2 years in jail and a possible fine of 10 bags. No comments on this. Well, Jacob Genus with no profile picture. You really... Look, this should have a lot of shares on it, man. You could have comicked up this article a lot better. But as it stands, you could barely string a sentence together. I'd say you have approximately the same faculties as this bad donut bitch. Like, Lil Bad Donut. She could be a rapper called Bad Donut. Clearly. I mean, the Cash Me Outside girl, she's called Bad Baby. She's a millionaire now. Let that sink in. The Cash Me Outside girl is a millionaire. What are you doing with your life? You know? It's not fair, is it? Life is clearly not fair. Bad Bunny. That's a rapper, isn't it? Bad Bunny. I'm sure I saw that in a magazine. Bad Bunny. Christ. Look at the state of this clown. Bad Bunny. Jesus. What do you think a Bad Bunny song is like? I'm imagining it. I'd imagine, like... But... that was what I saw in Fader magazine. Bad Bunny. Jesus, man. But God, he looks like he's got an Instagram filter on the whole time. Alright, go on and let's get up a Bad Bunny song, see what it's like. I bet it doesn't get me pulled off of YouTube. Bad Bunny. Okay. How many gazillion... Oh, Jesus Christ. 300 million plays on the top. No, 430 million plays on one of these. It's called Caleta. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with it's not from me. I don't think it's aimed at me. I don't think I'm its target demographic. I think it's not for me, and that's fine. Not everything has to be for me, you know. I think probably accepting that is good for me. That not everything is for me. Imagine him dancing with your mum. Imagine you go. Your mum. Your mum's single, right? Your mum's had. Your mum and your dad got divorced 5 years ago. She's looking to get back on the scene a little bit, but she's nervous. She's shy. She hasn't been in the dating game for 20 years. She maybe longer, maybe 30 years. So, she just wants to get out there, yeah? She just wants to get back out, mixing with other singles that, it is, just not taking things too seriously, whatever. She goes, why don't we go together to salsa dancing classes? It'd be fun, mum and son out there, just, having a bit of a laugh, bit of a chuckle, and, you have to swap partners and stuff. Anyway, halfway into it, Bad Bunny fucking dancing with your mum. Real raunchy. Suddenly you're like, wow, she got moves. I don't know, he's leading, right? And he knows what's what. He's sweating considerably. He's really quite sweaty. And has he got some sort of grill there, or has he got diamonds on the teeth? Yeah. You can actually see sweat pouring off his forehead and onto your mother, running down her cleavage. She don't mind. She's just staring deep into his eyes. She's holding the back of his head, doing all of that. He's got that with sort of one hand on the stomach, sort of salsa dancing. There was someone in the gym. This was a while ago. It was in Peckham, but there was a guy, short as you like, very short, weird outfit, practicing a salsa routine on his own in front of the mirror, making eye contact with himself. No need, is there? Just no fucking need. Anyway, Bad Bunny's doing the forbidden dance with your mama. She's into it. She is into it. Bad Bunny is your new stepdad, okay? You have to call him Bunny. He says, no, Mr. Bunny. You got to call him Mr. Bunny. Yeah? So you come down in the morning. Bad Bunny he's wearing your mum's spare dressing gown. She's wearing her main dressing gown. No, he's wearing her main dressing gown. She's wearing your dressing gown. You're just in your little gunties because you've got no dressing gown. So, he's got his feet firmly under the table at this point. He's eating toast, spreading your almond butter onto it. He's used the last bit. And you're like, Bad Bunny, what the fuck? That's my almond butter. He says, it's Mr. Bunny to you, son. Mr. Bunny. And your mum's just like, oh, that was so funny. You're like, Mum, Bad Bunny's just used the last of my almond butter. I paid for that almond butter. My own money. It's mine. He just used it. I don't mind if he wants a bit of it, but he's used the last of it. I was looking forward to that. And he's like, I've told you, son, it's Mr. Bunny. And if you don't call me Mr. Bunny next time, you're going to get a slap. You're a gog at this. Your mum thinks it's hilarious. And she's like, look, you should call him Mr. Bunny. Please call him. She's like, I call him Daddy now, but you should call him Mr. Bunny. I think that's fair. And you go, what the fuck? This is outrageous. You're not my dad. You're just some weird fucking rap singy guy. I don't even understand your music. It's not for me. That whatever. I appreciate that it doesn't have to be for me. Anyway, you've eaten the last of my almond butter, and I'm pissed off with you, Bad Bunny. He fucking clips you round the ear. Hard. Like, not hard enough to leave a mark, but, he's got a lot of rings on. Yeah? Ah! And your mum says, he did warn you. And there you are. You found yourself locked into a cycle of violence now with your new stepdad, Bad Bunny, the rapper. It's not good. Not good at all, But that's how it can happen, Salsa classes are dangerous. You shouldn't have taken your mum. I'm not victim blaming here, but you shouldn't have taken your mum salsa dancing. It's like, who takes their mum salsa dancing? Come on. Ridiculous. She's a 65-year-old woman. Yeah? Now she's shagging. He's probably in his 20s. Yeah? Now she's going to get knocked up. Yeah. He's got some sort of super sperm that's going to knock up a 65-year-old woman. Yeah? You got a new little brother on the way. Lil Bunny, they're going to call him. Lil Bun. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Should just avoid. Just fucking avoid. All right, guys. Look, let's have this L-Sides remix of Crust. It's on V. Bit of fun. It's called Not Necessarily a Man. Yeah, Spanish mumble rap is probably what it is, isn't it? Hi, Chode, who's this aimed at? The deaf.
You're not any less of a man if you don't pull the trigger. You're not necessarily a man if you do. If you do. If you do.
A little app update for you. My version of the iPhone app is this, you know, it's getting uploaded straight after the show. Hopefully should be available for test flight tonight or tomorrow morning. There'll probably be a few little bug fixes. Fingers crossed though, that'll be launched this week. Maybe even, you know, a couple of days. I mean, if there aren't any major bugs, I'd just go with it, which, yeah. And I'm going to start on the Android today. I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm going to have to learn a new language. I'm going to have to learn Kotlin, well, a bit of Kotlin, which is the language you can use to program Android apps. This is interesting stuff. And learn how to use Android Studio. After having spent the last 5 weeks on Xcode. That's the Apple version. That is the L-Side remix of Not Necessarily a Man by DJ Crust. And it's on V. V Recordings, that is. I hope I don't get fucked for that, because V Recordings do have a tendency to have stuff pulled off of the tubes. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Guys, we live in fear and hope, and I don't know. How come it isn't going to take 7 months to put one icon on? Anyway, guys, did like the wake up notification this morning? Yeah, I fired off a notification this morning actually because I was testing the notification system that I built into the new app, which works. Yeah, I should send out more just sort of general encouragement notifications on it, just like your life's meaningless, nothing you do has any value. No, I'm joking. I should just send out like nice, maybe I should send out some sort of Gary V sort of stuff. Like, you can do anything, even if that thing is really, truly evil. Cheers, Bildo, you a good boy. You get out, boy. Yeah, man, play that dirty bass, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, he spanked that bass good, huh? Oh, he spanked that bass good. Anyway, what else have we got here? You can now buy Christmas pudding flavoured fudge in the shape of a vagina, and it's vegan. Yeah. The markets will regulate themselves. The markets. I wonder if I was facing the right direction for that. Yeah, okay. Well, the markets have given us vagina-shaped fudge that is flavoured like Christmas pudding and is vegan. Nothing says Christmas like a slab of fudge shaped like a vagine. Do they have bobs to go with it as well? I sure hope so. And the good news is the fudgina, nice, now comes in a delicious Christmas pudding flavour to make it extra festive. The novelty fudge suppliers Fudgina specialise in the quirky, Vijay-inspired sweets. You can now send one directly to your friends this Christmas to make them feel special. Made with luxurious dark vegan chocolate and juicy plum flavouring. This one is sure to get Granny going, back for seconds. Yep, Granny sure does love to eat that muff. Finished with an edible snow glaze and a holy vajazzle. Oh, a holly vajazzle. Sorry. I thought the vajazzle, is that upside down? Look, I've seen a few vaginas in my time, but I presumed that the vajazzle goes at the top, not in between the vagina and the bum hole. Like, there's not loads of that, yeah. Am I wrong here, guys? Look, there's a few girls listening. Sure, right, that is the right way up. However, the vajazzle is at the bottom. I thought look, I don't know much about vajazzles, yeah? Are they still a thing? But I thought they went at the top. Maybe they can go all round. Do they do them around buttholes? Do they do them around the anus? Anyone listening that's ever had one? Write in, let me know. Answers on a postcard, usual address. Turnip tops are the latest food trend. Fucking hell. If you have friends or family who would love to chow down on a novelty vulva this December, now you know exactly what to put on your shopping list. God, they're stringing this one out, aren't they? One comment, how revolting, I hate Christmas pudding. Oh, well, Chaz Whiskey there, not impressed. That is sad. Poor Chad. Right, move over plant-based burgers. This California startup is creating air-based meat. Is this the breatharians again? Okay, 2019 has seen major fast food chains, Burger King, McDonald's and KFC, roll out new plant-based offerings internationally. According to Barclays, alternative meats are currently worth $1.4 billion. This means fake, mock or meatless products make up 1% of the global meat industry and are projected to take up 10% by 2029. As the world gobbles up plant-based food, a California startup is developing another meat alternative that isn't crafted from lentils, soy, beans, or pea protein isolate. It's made from air. Okay, is this an April Fool? 17th of November? No. Okay, all right. Well, Bay Area-based company Air Protein is using carbon transformation techniques to create proteins to feed the growing population. Technology has been developed by Kedzierski, a sustainable science company that specializes in pairing advanced biotechnology with carbon recycling to create food, clothing, and personal care items. That sounds good. Not sure I'd want to eat it, though. The clothing and the personal care items, sure. Kedzierski have drawn inspiration from NASA's closed-loop carbon cycle concept, which involves converting the carbon dioxide exhaled by astronauts into protein during long-journey space missions. The process, said to take hours, not months, occurs in fermentation tanks supplied with carbon dioxide and various nutrients. Where are you getting these nutrients for? Amino acid profile comparable to meat protein. I'd be surprised. The end result is a substance with an amino acid profile comparable to meat protein that can be used in burgers, pastas, cereals, and even beverages. Okay, population growth means farmers will need to increase food production by 70% with only 5% land increase. Blah, 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 blah. I would be very surprised if this was in any way good for you. Because you're going to have to add in everything. Even if you can make the protein, you've got to add in, like, your actual, like, you know, vitamins and stuff. And when you add in supplemented vitamins, there's just the bioavailability of it is pathetic. Like, you take supplemental B12 or iron, you've got to take about 10 times as much because it's just not absorbed in the same way as it is when you get it from meat. Anyway, don't start me. Stop me starting. Please stop me starting, guys. Anyway, statistics are clear. Blah, blah. Well, anyway, look. I want to know more about it. We need to produce more food with a reduced dependency on land and water resources. Air-based meat addresses these resource issues and more. Fine. Well, they should... Look, if this actually... You know, your lab-grown meat or... Look, I think the... There's been a lot of stuff about how the sort of the resource requirements for lab-grown meat are not good, basically. So it's not yet likely to be a good alternative from an ecological perspective to real meat. But if, say, it could be, why not replace all the bullshit, you know? Like, you sort of heavily processed stuff, you lower end of that would make sense, wouldn't it? It'd be sort of formed meat products, your processed meat, your turkey Twizzlers and the likes. All that sort of crap. The stuff they feed children. Yeah, fuck the kids. Who cares about kids? Feed them the bollocks. Give me the proper steak. Yeah, who cares? Well, other people's kids. I feed my own kids actual whole foods. But yeah, fucking other people's kids. I don't know, poor kids. Feed it to the poor. Feed it to Corbyn. Who knows? Anyway, according to Kedzierski, the technology uses 10,000 times less land and 2,000 times less water than existing agricultural processes to produce similar proteins. Similar, not the same. They stated, the world is embracing plant-based meat, and we believe air-based meat is the next evolution of the sustainably produced food movement that will serve as one of the solutions to feeding a growing population without putting a strain on natural resources. Well, maybe it's a better quality of protein than plant protein. Plant protein, nut protein, etc. is pretty shit. Air-based meat will be entirely free from pesticides, herbicides, hormones, and antibiotics, and is set to be purchasable next year. No word on how it will taste. We have the hot sauce at the ready. Well, if you're going to use it in bollocks products, like, you know, processed stuff, don't really matter. You just put flavouring in on top of it. No one cares. No one cares. They're too busy trying to push... They're too busy trying to get the Brexit they're after to care about what the fuck is going on in their meat products. Tell you that. Put it in a Greggs pasty. Put it in... technically, this would be vegan, right? Yeah, put it in a fucking pasty. We're coming up to the end of the show, I guess. Guys, I presume, unless I'm being told otherwise, that your boy Parallax is up next with the roll call. He'll be playing the shoe throwers, playing the songs of music. So that would be nice. Anything we know there, guys? Anyone? Hey, guys, where is he? Kieran. Buddy, hey champ. Anyway, well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, where are we? We're at the end. Yeah, no, there he is. Fine. Yep. It will be. He's giving out free nut protein, free nuts. Yeah, get a free fucking nut for everyone. Yeah, if you tune into Parallax's show next at 11 a.m. That's in literally like 6 minutes. You tune in to Threshold.fm, bitches, and live your best life. Earth Queen! Okay, good. Yeah, boy. Guys, look, thank you for everyone listening. I'll be back in tomorrow, guys. Okay. Be back in the tomorrow. Let me know in the Discord, in the app testing iOS group, if you would like to be on the testing group, and I will need emails DM'd to me. Let me just tell you about me. Just send me your email address. You dirty bastard. Send me your fucking email address. I'll send you what you need. Yeah. Guys, thank you to everyone that's supporting on the Threshold Patreon. Your donations are important. They help keep things running. Without you, we would not be able to broadcast because it costs money, man. Thank you, Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pilot, the Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Greaves, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Ian Menace, Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STDs, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Mr. Pope, Double Progressive Icon, Sachi Spirit, John Race, Chris Waits, The Build, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, Flaxist, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Cosmic Waff, Meatloaf, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmaster, Will A, Ben Virgo, Dan Tweed, Lupe Salazar, Big Wodge, Mighty Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Tom Skipper, unfortunately, it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Lushmere, Ben Inch, Dren Roche, Timmy, John Forsyth, Anderton, PSN Godlight, MC Hammer Daddy, Your Mum, Leonardo Gervais, Big 8, Chapter 13, and Grant Shepherd. I'll just dab for the rest of it. The rest of the thing. He's dabbing for Jesus. He's dabbing for God. He's dabbing for freedom. He's dabbing for lols. Guys, thanks for listening today. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 10 in the fucking morning. Until then, go out and go out and make something of yourself. That's what Cockney Jesus would want. That's what, just think, what would Cockney Jesus want you to do? I want you to fucking get and graft, mate. Get out there. Fucking pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Fucking graft. Find something to do with your life. Something fucking go and help someone out. Go and help, if you can't think of anything to do with yourself, go and think of something to do with someone else. Go and give someone a fucking hand. Go and help someone out. Go to fucking eat a steak and go to the gym. That's a good start. Fucking get out of bed, make your bed. Fucking make your bed. Clean your teeth, put your clothes on. Go outside. Go to the gym. Eat some fucking meat. Fucking that's a good start, isn't it? It's a good start. Got that done. You're halfway there. Fucking. Anyway, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bless you all. Goodbye.